coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft from Cal, it's Jared Goff.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right? 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
If everybody likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. And that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to throw things.
There's going to get Rollins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you get your favorite receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Off-play action. Here's Goff. Takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here, because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter in there to get it for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
It's always a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they why this home crowd thought they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away.
Back deep is
Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first 1 years away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well. The numbers walk your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and his interception. The bottom line, they lost. How is he eliminated? 1 interception. Continue to take care of the ball. And maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end of the season.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. On play action, Fields looking downfield for Godwin. A leap and he will make the catch. A huge play there for Chicago.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fields. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Goff on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Play action. It's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now, I think the Bears have recovered. They have. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And Hill with it over the middle. Touchdown, Bears! Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields going for it all. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Buying time to his left. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
17-0 our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this returnable for Hill. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 7 yards the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Room here to run. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 22. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Off play action, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Goff on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Back him up.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
After the sack on first down, Goff.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
That's what I'm talking about.
Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Here's Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much then. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A give. This is Montgomery. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight, and he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of...
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on second down, Fields. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go!
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, it's Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 50, here's Fields. Complete. Smith has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24, Fields. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Goff.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, Goff. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Goff on third down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
From the 50, it's Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Now Goff. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
D.J. Waddle. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
D.J. Waddle
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I'm ready to take over, baby.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
All
DJ Wadham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. It's complete to Fuller. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Jefferson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To the air again. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Now Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Goff. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin.